Welcome to the John DeVito Show. I hope everyone is having a wonderful Sunday. I'm here in Massachusetts. A little chilly today. It looks like we're going to get some rain tonight. No snow, but hey, it's all good. It's the week before Christmas, and we're sitting back, chilling out, getting ready for next weekend, which should be epic. So, that being said, I have to comment on the story that came out last night again. And this one really, really, really upsets me. Now, I'm sure that probably a lot of you saw the story. It's been all over social media, it's been everywhere. So, a Senate aide, a Democratic Senate aide, is out of a job after a sex tape was surfaced of him apparently filming and having sex with another man in the Senate hearing room. Now, if you think back on this, you think about Joe Biden talking about how decency was on the ballot back in 2020. When you look at how people were extremely upset about the supposed January 6th insurrection, which was not an insurrection by any stretch of the imagination. I believe the summer 2020 riots, the George Floyd riots, were more of an insurrection than anything else. But I remember many of the Democratic politicians coming out and saying how the Senate space is sacred. So now we have a Senate staffer who is out of a job after the publication of a video appearing to show two men having sex in the Senate hearing room. What is going on in government right now? Now, I'm going to read that story in a minute, but I also want to talk about a few of the things related to this particular story. Now, from day one of Biden's administration and going back even when Hillary Clinton was running for president, she coined the phrase that the Republicans or the MAGA group are deplorables. She called us deplorable. Make America great again. God forbid we're a bunch of people that believe in morality. We believe in a country that really shows respect and a society that is morally sound and not full of pedophilia like with Epstein's Island and the Boston brothel that no one's heard about where all the politicians were going in to be with young Asian girls. Now, the Democrats called us deplorable. They're making adult films in the Senate chamber. They have topless activists on the White House lawn. They have a male staffer, you remember this, who was stealing women's luggage at the airport. They have a man dressed as a woman in the leadership role for children's health. They found drugs, being cocaine, in the White House. Who knows if that was from Hunter or one of the other aides who are using drugs openly in the White House. The president's son is under investigation for multiple felonies, and there were thousands of pictures of child pornography with him in these pictures on his laptop that the Democrats said was not his laptop, and it proved out through a forensic audit that it was his laptop. They refer now to women as birthing partners. They defend men in women's sports. As we've seen in Boston lately, the Harvard president, the MIT president, would not call out anti Semitic behavior and would not condemn violence against Jewish people. Then you have the mayor of Boston who had a whites only Christmas party, or actually, excuse me, a Christmas party where they did not invite whites, and it was a person of color party, and white people were accidentally invited, and then they were told that they were actually not invited. So we've got all these different things going on. Now, I don't know if any of you saw the video of Joe Biden and the Christmas dance or whatever you want to call it that was happening at the White House. It was a group of tap dancers that were dressed, and some of them were transgender, others were straight, I assume. And they had this elaborate dance routine of people prancing through the White House through Jill's decorations. And of course, they're not really Jill's decorations. The team came in and put those up. But you see one thing after another that's been coming out about this administration. And what I've seen in our society is a complete lack of morality. And it is really coming from the top and it is now being echoed all throughout society. But again, they called Republicans the deplorables. Who are really the deplorables? So let's get into the story about what happened in the Senate hearing room again. So I'm going to read this story. And to be fair, I'm not reading Newsmax. I'm not reading Fox News. I'm going to read CNN. That's right. The Clinton News Network is reporting on this. So a Senate staffer is out of a job after the publication of a video appearing to show two men having sex in a Senate hearing room. Police are looking into the video, which was obtained and published by the Daily Caller. CNN has not independently obtained the video, nor confirming the identity of those purportedly involved. The Daily Caller reported the staffer worked for Democratic Senator Ben Cardin's office. Not a real surprise. CNN reached out to Cardin's office and was directed to a statement posted on LinkedIn. In the statement, it said, in part, "This has been a difficult time for me as I have been attacked for who I love to pursue a political agenda." So, first of all, let me break that down. So he's saying he was attacked because of a political agenda and they were attacking the person they love. No, that's not what happened. No one is attacking the person that you love. No one cares that you're gay. No one cares that you're in love with another man. That's all good. This is the year 2023, and I don't think anybody cares. Love is a good thing, and I don't think anyone really looks at this having to do anything to do with him being gay. What this has to do with is this person getting naked in the Senate and having sex with another man. If it had been another woman, it would have been no better. But he was having sex in this building that has been said by Democrats is a sacred building. So this person felt it was okay to have sex in this sacred building, but now is blaming the right, saying it's because of a political agenda because he loves another man. Absolutely ridiculous. So here we go. Here is some more of the story. While some of my actions, okay, in the past have shown poor judgment, I love my job and I would never disrespect my workplace. So I'm trying to think about my life. Now, if I had worked for a company or an organization and I went into that organization and had sex and it was recorded within the building of where I worked, and that video was published and went out to multiple people in multiple news outlets, I don't see how I could blame that on anybody else other than myself. That was me making a bad decision. That was me showing low morality. And that was me desecrating the quote unquote sacred place that the Democrats have called so much about. So again, this is a half hearted apology. He's blaming the Republicans because he chose to have sex in the Senate. And I'm guessing, I mean, I don't want to assume anything, but I'm guessing since, the Republicans are the deplorables and the Democrats are the moral high ground that everybody looks to, he probably must have known that having sex in the workplace maybe wasn't, approved or a good thing. So I could be wrong on that. So he then went on to say, I will be exploring what legal options are available to me in these matters. Cardin's office later released a statement announcing that the person that had sex in the Senate is no longer employed by the U.S. Senate. So he's blaming the Republicans, but apparently his boss fired him after finding out what happened. So CNN has reached out to, I don't even know how to pronounce his name, Mays Szerzabowski, I'm sure I butchered that, and has not received a response. CNN also reached out to the U.S. Capitol Police, which said it cannot confirm details regarding the people in the video, but are aware and looking into this. CNN also reached out to Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer's office, but has not heard back. Now, is this really a surprise from anybody? The deplorables as we are, we're terrible people, all of us. I mean, we really are. If you think about deplorables, I'm embarrassed to talk about the type of person that I am. I don't believe in abortion. I don't believe that we should kill babies. I don't believe that people should have gay sex, heterosexual sex, or any type of sex in the workplace. I look at that as being a negative. I believe that people in this country should not be judged based on race. White people, black people, whatever they may be, it should be just judged on merit. And as a horrible, deplorable right wing person, I believe that every person should have the same opportunity in this country. But then again, looking across these news stories, it's funny when you look at CNN and then when you look at some of the right wing, different news stations. Fox headlines are Capitol Hill rocked by sex tape scandal featuring famous Senate hearing room. So, remember on January 6th when, the people who were welcomed into the Capitol building, they went in after the police opened the doors and waved them in, and they ended up going into the chamber and they were blasted for desecrating this sacred space. Well, I guess it's not okay to go in and sit up on a chair in this room, but if you have anal sex in the room, that's okay, according to the Democrats. So, this world, I don't know what it's coming to. I want to hear this now. I'm going to read another story. I read your CNN. I'm going to read you a story by The Guardian. Let's look at this one really quickly. I'm going to click on it. Hopefully, this is a free one, and it looks like it is. All right, so this is The Guardian. A Senate staffer accused of filming himself having sex in a congressional hearing room is threatening legal action after getting fired. Are you kidding me? Talking about the entitlement of these liberals, but that's right, the right wing people are deplorable. The explicit footage published by the Daily Caller on Friday shows two men having sex in what appears to be Heart 216, the Judiciary Room. Aiden, I'm just going to say Aiden Mays, whatever his last name is, a legislative aide for Senator Ben Cardin of Maryland, was widely named on social media as one of the men in the footage. Cardin's office told Politico that Aiden is no longer employed by the U.S. Senate. Capitol Police said they were aware of the matter and were looking into it. The room carries significant historical distinctions. It hosted the 9/11 Commission hearings, and James Comey, the former FBI director, gave his testimony on Donald Trump there in 2017. Then the Senate Majority Leader, Tom Daschle, received an anthrax-laced letter there in October 2001, just after the 9/11 terrorist attacks. And the room saw Supreme Court Justice Sonia Sotomayor become the first Latina to attend nomination hearings for the nation's highest court. In a LinkedIn post, Aiden did not address the video directly, but said he was going through a difficult time. I would say so. While some of my actions in the past have shown poor judgment, and I would say this probably qualifies as poor judgment, I love my job and I would never disrespect my workplace. Apparently, he doesn't feel that anal sex in the workplace is disrespectful, but hey, that's just me. I'm deplorable. What do I know? Any attempts to characterize my actions otherwise are fabricated, and I will be exploring what legal matters are available to me in these matters. So, again, going back to his LinkedIn post that was referenced also in the CNN article, he addressed an unrelated accusation that he and accosted Congressman Max Miller on Capitol Hill on Wednesday. So he was apparently accosted by this other congressman. So Miller, who is Jewish, was speaking to a journalist when a staffer confronted him to shout "Free Palestine." As for the accusations regarding Congressman Max Miller, I have never seen the congressman, and he had no opportunity or cause to yell or confront him. Cardin chairs the Senate Foreign Relations Committee. His office told the Washington Examiner in a statement on Friday, "We have seen media reports, and this is a personnel matter, and it is under review. We will not be commenting further at this time." So there you have it. The Republicans are deplorable. We are evil. We are terrible people. We are the reason why this country is going in the direction it is. It has nothing to do with the Democrats who were the primary visitors to Epstein's Island. It has nothing to do with the Democrats that have been promoting all different types of behavior that is morally bankrupt. It has nothing to do when senators' aides are actually having sex in the Senate. That's all cool, man. That's not deplorable. That's just acceptable. So it is just crazy to see what these Democrats are doing. And I'm saying to all of you, I hope you're getting behind the idea of Donald Trump for president in 2024, because if not, this is going to continue. This is going to get worse. And we are going to continue to see the destruction of the United States of America. So I hope you all have a wonderful day. Thank you for tuning in to the John DeVito Show. And I hope you come back again real soon. Take care now. Bye.